The Amish don't use refrigerators, but they still manage to keep food fresh, flavorful, and long-lasting, without wasting a thing. How do they do it? With smart, time-tested food tricks passed down through generations. Today, I'm going to share 30 of their best kitchen secrets that can transform how you cook, store, and even rescue food at home. Once you learn these, you'll wish you had them in your life years ago. Number 1. Use a mortar and pestle the right way. The Amish still use one of the oldest tools in the kitchen, a mortar and pestle. Why? Because it brings out the full flavour of herbs and spices in a way no electric grinder can. But here's a step most people skip. You have to cure it first. Grab some uncooked white rice and coarse sea salt. Grind them together in the bowl until the powder comes out clean. Then repeat with fresh rice, maybe even adding a splash of water. This removes any stone dust or residue and gets your mortar ready to go. Once cured, hold the pestle in your dominant hand and press down in a circular motion. This method releases the essential oils in herbs like basil, thyme, or garlic, resulting in fresher, richer flavours. It's a small effort with a huge payoff. Sometimes, the old ways really are the best. Number 2. Test your eggs with just water. Wondering if those eggs in your fridge are still safe? Here's a genius Amish trick. Do the egg float test. Fill a bowl with cold water and gently lower your eggs in. Fresh eggs will sink to the bottom and lie flat on their sides. But if an egg stands upright or floats, it's past its prime. Toss it. Why does this work? Over time, eggs develop a pocket of air inside. The bigger that pocket gets, the more the egg floats. No gadgets, no guesswork, just water and common sense. Number 3. Store fresh herbs like flowers. Fresh herbs tend to wilt fast, right? The Amish have a smart, no-waste solution. Treat your herbs like a bouquet of flowers. Trim the ends, place them in a glass of clean water, and loosely cover them with a plastic bag. This creates a mini greenhouse that keeps humidity just right. Herbs like parsley, cilantro, and basil love this spa treatment. Swap out the water every couple of days and remove any wilted stems. Not only will your herbs last longer, but they'll also look great sitting on your counter. A useful and beautiful kitchen hack. Number 4. Keep cookies fresh with tissue paper. You baked a batch of cookies, but the next day they're already soggy. Here's an Amish-approved fix that's so simple, it'll blow your mind. Tissue paper. Line the bottom of an airtight container with tissue paper. Place a single layer of cookies on top, then add another sheet of tissue, and keep layering. The paper absorbs moisture and keeps your cookies crisp instead of soft and stale. This tip isn't just great for cookies. Try it with crackers and biscuits too. It's cheap, easy, and incredibly effective. Number 5. Fix bitter coffee with a pinch of salt. Ever brewed coffee that tastes more bitter than you'd like? Instead of tossing it, do what the Amish do. Add a pinch of salt, that's right. Just a tiny pinch in your coffee cup or pot can smooth out bitter flavours. It works because salt neutralises some of the harsh compounds in over-extracted coffee. Don't overdo it though. You're aiming to soften the bitterness, not make it salty. This trick works whether you're using a manual percolator or a modern coffee maker. Number 6. Marinate tough meat with vinegar and broth. Got a tough cut of meat that's hard to chew? The Amish have a brilliant fix. Marinate it in equal parts vinegar and broth. The vinegar breaks down the tough fibres, while the broth adds flavour and moisture. Let it sit for a few hours, or even overnight if you can. The result? Meat so tender it falls apart on your fork. You can also add herbs, garlic, or a little mustard to the mix for extra flavour. It's an old-school method that still works wonders today. Number 7. Tenderize meat with vinegar and broth. Got a stubborn brisket, a chewy chuck roast, or a tough pork shoulder? Don't toss it. Tenderize it the Amish way. Their secret? a simple marinade of equal parts vinegar and broth. Here's why it works. The vinegar's acidity breaks down the tough fibres like little invisible scissors, while the broth soaks in to add flavour and juiciness. Place your meat in a bowl or a sealable bag and pour the marinade over it. Make sure it's fully covered, like it's enjoying a spa day. Let it sit in the fridge or in a root cellar if you want to go full Amish style, for several hours or overnight. It's like beauty sleep for your meat. When you cook it, you'll be amazed at how buttery and tender that tough cut becomes. No pressure cooker needed, just time, patience, and this tried and true Amish trick. Number 8. Cut onions lengthwise to cry less. Nobody likes crying while chopping onions, Amish farmers included, but they've got a smart slicing method that helps keep the tears away. Instead of chopping any old way, slice your onion lengthwise from root to tip. Why? Because cutting this way leaves more of the root structure intact, and that root is where most of the tear-causing chemicals live. Want to make this even better? Chill your onion first. The Amish keep theirs in cool root cellars, but your fridge works just fine. The cold slows down the release of those eye-stinging vapours. So next time, cut smart and cry less. It won't eliminate tears completely, but it'll definitely cut them down. Number 9. Salt and cold water for easy egg peeling. Boiling eggs is easy until you try to peel them. If you've ever struggled with sticky shells, the Amish have a simple fix: salt and cold water. Here's how to do it right. First, wait until your water is boiling before you add the eggs. This helps prevent cracking. Once they're done, transfer them straight into a bowl of cold water with a teaspoon of salt. Let them chill for a few minutes. The salt causes the egg whites to shrink just slightly, making it easier to peel the shell right off. Gently tap the eggs on the counter and watch that shell slide away like magic. No more breakfast frustration, just smooth, perfect eggs every time. Bonus: add a little salt to the boiling water too. It can help prevent cracks from the start. Number 10. Never boil stews or soups. Here's something Amish cooks swear by: never boil your soups or stews. Always simmer. That quiet, gentle, bubbling sound, that's the sound of real flavour developing. When you boil, you're actually damaging your ingredients. The high heat can toughen meat and turn your veggies to mush. But when you simmer slowly, you keep things tender, tasty, and nutrient-rich. Use a ladle to skim off any foam or scum that rises to the top, just like the Amish do. It keeps your broth clear and clean. Let it cook low and slow for hours, and you'll end up with a rich, hearty stew that tastes like it came from your grandmother's kitchen. Number 11. Add a pinch of sugar to tomato dishes. If your tomato sauce tastes too sharp or acidic, don't panic. Sweeten it slightly. Amish cooks have been balancing tomato dishes for ages with just a pinch of sugar. This small touch smooths out the acidity without making your dish taste sweet. It's perfect for spaghetti sauce, chili, tomato soup, or homemade salsa. Want to go the extra mile? Add a small pat of butter along with the sugar. It rounds out the flavour and gives your sauce a silky finish. Just don't overdo it. Taste as you go. You're aiming for balance, not dessert. Number 12. Use bacon grease for frying and flavour. Want to know what makes traditional Amish cooking so mouthwatering? It's bacon grease. That's right. The savoury drippings left in the pan after frying bacon are pure gold in Amish kitchens. Instead of tossing it, they store it in a clean jar. Some keep it in the fridge, others in a cool, dark corner of the kitchen. You can use it to fry eggs, roast potatoes, cook greens, or even season cornbread. A little goes a long way, but that smoky richness brings out deep, satisfying flavour. It's frugal, it's delicious, and it makes your food taste like Sunday morning breakfast, every day of the week. Number 13. Keep salad greens fresh with a damp paper towel. Tired of tossing wilted lettuce after just a day or two? The Amish have a super simple trick that keeps salad greens crisp for days: a damp paper towel. First, wash and dry your greens thoroughly. Too much moisture causes rot. Then, place a damp, not soaking paper towel in the container with your greens. Seal it up in an airtight container or bag and store in the fridge. The towel maintains the perfect humidity to keep greens fresh without sogginess. It's low-tech, budget-friendly, and totally effective. Number 14. Use a damp paper towel to keep salad greens fresh. Want your salad greens to stay crisp and perky for days? Try this Amish trick. Lay a slightly damp paper towel over your greens before sealing the container. It works like a lightweight blanket, creating just the right amount of humidity, enough to keep things crisp but not soggy. Think of it as a cozy greenhouse for your lettuce. This simple method has helped Amish families keep garden greens fresh during long summer days without fancy fridges or gadgets. Just remember to swap out the paper towel every couple of days and make sure your container seals tight. It works beautifully for both tender lettuce and hearty herbs. Number 15. Mayo in scrambled eggs for extra creaminess. Ever wonder why Amish scrambled eggs taste extra rich and fluffy? Their secret? Mayonnaise? Yes, really. Just whisk a spoonful of mayonnaise into your beaten eggs before cooking. It might sound strange, but the result is nothing short of amazing. Cloud-like, creamy eggs that melt in your mouth. The fat in the mayo helps keep the eggs moist and adds a luxurious texture that butter alone can't achieve. This trick has been quietly elevating Amish breakfasts for years, long before fancy brunch spots tried to reinvent scrambled eggs. Give it a try, and your morning routine might never be the same. Number 16. Grease baking pans with sugar instead of flour. Flouring your pans is fine, but Amish bakers have a sweeter solution. Use sugar instead. After greasing your pan with butter or shortening, dust it with sugar and tap out the excess, just like you would with flour. As your cake or cookies bake, the sugar melts and caramelizes, forming a crisp, golden crust that adds flavor and texture. It's perfect for pound cakes, sweetbreads, and cookies, where a little crunch around the edge is a welcome surprise. No more chalky flour residue, just a touch of sugary magic that leaves everyone asking for your secret ingredient. Number 17. Toast spices to bring out their best. Want your cooking to taste deeper, warmer, and more flavorful? Take a tip from Amish kitchens and toast your spices. Before adding spices to your recipe, toss them into a dry pan for a minute or two over medium heat. No oil needed, just a warm pan and constant stirring. You'll smell the difference right away as the spices release their essential oils and fill your kitchen with rich aromas. Whether it's cinnamon, cumin, or nutmeg, toasting makes the flavour more complex and bold. Just be careful not to burn them. It's a quick toast, not a full roast. A small step with a big payoff. Number 18. Add an ice cube to burger patties for juiciness. Here's a clever twist that even some Amish cooks are starting to adopt. Press a small ice cube into the centre of each burger patty before grilling. As the patty cooks, the ice slowly melts, adding moisture from the inside out. It keeps your burger juicy and tender instead of drying out over the heat. And no, it won't make a mess. The ice cube will be gone by the time your burger's ready. The result? Backyard burgers that stay moist and flavourful. No more hockey pucks. Just don't be surprised when guests ask for your grill master secret. Number 19. Add pickle juice to potato salad. If your potato salad ever feels a bit bland, here's a tangy Amish-approved trick. Add a splash of pickle juice. Instead of pouring that leftover brine down the drain when the pickles are gone, save it and mix a little into your potato salad. It brightens up the flavours, balances the richness of the mayo, and adds that "what is that" element that keeps people coming back for seconds. It's a smart, no-waste way to level up a classic summer dish, and proof that sometimes the best flavour boosters are already in your fridge. Number 20. Add pickle juice to potato salad for a flavour boost. If your potato salad ever feels like it's missing something, try this tangy Amish trick. Add a splash of pickle juice. It's not just resourceful, it's delicious. That briny liquid left over from your jar of pickles cuts through the richness of the mayonnaise, balancing the whole dish and adding a zing that wakes up your taste buds. Start with just a small splash and taste as you go. Too much, and your salad might start doing the pickle dance. This clever addition is a go-to in Amish kitchens where nothing goes to waste and flavour comes first. Number 21. Soak raw onions in cold water to mellow the bite. Raw onions can be sharp enough to make your eyes water and your mouth regret it. But the Amish have a simple solution. Soak them in cold water. Just slice your onions and let them sit in a bowl of cold water for about 10 minutes. This cool bath draws out the harsh sulfur compounds that give raw onions their bite, leaving them crisp, mild, and much easier to love. It's perfect for salads, sandwiches, or fresh salsas. Anytime you want the crunch and flavour of onion without the overpowering kick. Number 22. Use vodka in pie dough for a flaky crust. Want to make pie crusts that practically melt in your mouth? Here's a clever baking tip even a few Amish bakers have embraced. Swap some of the water in your dough recipe for vodka. Why vodka? It moistens the dough just like water, but it doesn't activate gluten, which means your crust stays tender and flaky instead of getting tough. Don't worry, the alcohol cooks off completely, leaving behind only perfect texture. It's a bit of science, a bit of magic, and just one more way the Amish turn simple ingredients into something spectacular. Number 23. Stir an egg yolk into mashed potatoes for extra creaminess. Looking to elevate your mashed potatoes? Drop in a fresh egg yolk while they're still hot. This old-school Amish trick gently cooks the yolk as you stir, giving your potatoes a rich, velvety texture that butter alone can't match. It adds a silky finish and a little extra body, turning everyday spuds into something special. Just make sure the potatoes are piping hot so the yolk cooks through, and then get ready for a round of compliments at the dinner table. Number 24. Add apple cider vinegar to beans for better flavour, and digestion beans are a staple in Amish kitchens, but they can come with, well, side effects. To help with digestion and boost flavour, add a splash of apple cider vinegar to the pot while cooking. The vinegar helps break down tough-to-digest compounds in beans, making them easier on your stomach. At the same time, it enhances their natural flavour with a subtle tang that deepens the overall dish. It's a small step that makes a big difference, perfect for hearty bean soups, stews, or chili. Number 25. Use a cast-iron skillet for perfect pancakes. Want those picture-perfect pancakes, golden on the outside, fluffy on the inside, with crisp edges? The Amish secret, a well-seasoned cast-iron skillet. These heavy-duty pans heat evenly and hold that heat better than modern non-stick cookware. That means your pancakes cook consistently and get that signature golden crust without burning. Just warm up your skillet, swipe on a little butter or oil, and pour the batter. The result is rustic, flavourful pancakes that could rival any diner or brunch spot. No fancy equipment, just old-fashioned know-how. Number 26. Canning fresh fruits and vegetables for year-round flavour. Want to enjoy the taste of summer even in the dead of winter? Amish families have been canning their garden bounty for generations, turning homegrown produce into shelf-stable treasures. It all starts with spotless jars and the freshest fruits and veggies you can find. Carefully pack them in, leaving just the right amount of headspace, because when it comes to canning, every detail counts. Use a water bath for high-acid foods like tomatoes and peaches, and a pressure canner for low-acid ones like green beans. Done right, your home-canned goods can last for a year or more, delivering sunshine in a jar flavour no matter the season. In Amish kitchens, this is more than a skill. It's a way of life. Number 27. Preserve meat with salt. No fridge required. Long before refrigerators, people had to get creative to keep meat from spoiling, and Amish cooks mastered the art of salt preservation. The method is simple but powerful. Coat your meat generously in salt and store it in a cool, dry place. Traditionally, this meant wooden boxes or cellars. The salt draws out moisture, creating a hostile environment for bacteria and a perfect one for flavour. The result? Rich, savoury meats like smoked pork or homemade jerky that last for months. Even today, many Amish families continue this practice, not just out of necessity, but because nothing beats the depth of flavour it brings. Number 28. Use honey to preserve fruit naturally. Forget fancy preservatives. Honey has been keeping fruit fresh since ancient times, and the Amish still rely on it today. To preserve summer's sweetest produce, simply coat slices of peaches or pears in raw honey and seal them in clean jars. Honey's natural antimicrobial properties prevent spoilage, while the fruit gradually releases its juice, creating a naturally sweet syrup. It's a no-fuss method that preserves both flavour and texture. No refrigeration needed. You'll end up with jars of sun-ripened goodness ready to brighten even the coldest winter day. Number 29. Ripen tomatoes in brown paper bags. Got green tomatoes that just won't turn red? Before tossing them, try this old Amish garden hack. Ripen them in a brown paper bag. Just pop your underripe tomatoes into the bag and fold it closed. The ethylene gas they naturally emit gets trapped inside, gently coaxing them to ripen. Add a ripe banana or apple to speed things up even more. In a few days, you'll have vibrant red tomatoes without losing that homegrown flavour. It's a simple, waste-free solution that keeps the harvest going, right up to the last stubborn tomato. Number 30. Ripen tomatoes in a brown paper bag. Those stubborn green tomatoes don't have to go to waste. With a little patience and a brown paper bag, you can coax them to ripeness just like Amish gardeners have done for generations. Place your tomatoes in a single layer inside the bag. Think of it like tucking them into a little ripening dormitory. Fold the top over gently and let the magic happen. The bag traps ethylene gas, a natural hormone tomatoes give off, while still allowing airflow so they don't spoil. Check daily, and in just a few days, you'll have beautifully red, flavourful tomatoes. It's one more example of Amish thrift and wisdom. Respect nature's rhythm, and she'll reward you. Number 31. Keep dough from sticking with flour and oil. Sticky dough can turn baking into a battle, but Amish bakers have a simple fix. The 1-2 punch of flour and oil. Start by dusting your work surface with flour, just like usual. But here's the trick. Lightly oil your hands before you start kneading. The flour prevents sticking on the board, and the oil keeps the dough from clinging to your fingers. In Amish homes where bread is often made daily, this little habit makes a big difference. Less mess, less frustration, and more time to enjoy the fruits of your labour. Number 32. Save onion skins for rich homemade broth. Before you toss those papery onion skins, stop, because they're kitchen gold in disguise. In Amish kitchens, nothing goes to waste, especially not flavour-rich scraps like these. Collect onion skins in a jar along with other veggie scraps like carrot tops and celery ends. When it's time to make broth, toss them in a pot of water and simmer for a few hours. The result? A deep golden broth that's rich in flavour and perfect for soups, stews or gravies. This simple act of saving scraps turns everyday cooking into something special, and it honours every part of the food you've worked so hard to grow or buy. Number 33. Soak rice for better texture and flavour. Want rice that turns out fluffy and perfect every time? Here's a secret from Amish kitchens. Soak it first. Soaking your rice in water for 30 minutes to an hour before cooking helps soften the grains and reduce excess starch. This means the rice cooks more evenly, won't stick together, and turns out beautifully tender. In a world that rushes through meals, this simple act of patience reminds us to slow down. Sometimes, the best food comes from giving ingredients, and ourselves, a little extra time. Number 34. Use honey and apple cider vinegar for cough relief. When a nagging cough shows up, many Amish families turn to a natural, time-tested remedy: honey and apple cider vinegar. Mix a tablespoon of each into warm water, stir, and sip slowly. The honey soothes your throat and fights bacteria, while the apple cider vinegar helps loosen mucus and restore balance in the body. It's a gentle, effective remedy that's been passed down for generations. A perfect example of trusting nature's medicine cabinet before heading to the pharmacy.